Iwobi is set to become one of Everton's top earners with a new 5-year contract being proposed by the club. According to reports, the former Arsenal midfielder has been offered a new 5-year contract to stay at Everton. Iwobi joined the Toffees when under the management of Marco Silva for an initial fee of £28 million in the summer of 2019. Earlier in October, Lampard called him one of the best midfielders in the Premier League currently. Meanwhile, Leeds must pay RB Leipzig €21 million after their appeal against the transfer of Jean-Kevin Augustin was dismissed by the Court of Arbitration for Sports, CAS. Leeds had appealed against FIFA's ruling in June that they must honour their purchase obligation for the striker, who joined on loan in 2020. CAS appealed FIFA's decision in its entirety and ordered Leeds to pay the first instalment of £5.9 million. The West Yorkshire club signed Augustin on loan from RB Leipzig in January 2020 with an obligation to buy the Frenchman for €21 million on a 5-year deal if they secured Premier League promotion. The fee is due in 3 instalments. Augustin, who now plays for Swiss side Basel, struggled with fitness and injury during his time at Ellen Road, featuring for 48 minutes across 3 substitute appearances. Now let's join Mardia Umar for more sports news.
After several years of trying, Nigeria will for the first time officially unveil the World Handicapping System, WHS, that will provide golfers in the country with a unified and more inclusive handicapping system. The WHS will enable golfers to transport their handicap index globally and compete or play a casual round with players from other regions and clubs on a fair basis. Other features include timely handicap revisions, a maximum handicap limit of 37 for men and 46 for ladies that will encourage more golfers to measure and track their performance, and a consistent handicap that is portable from course to course and country to country. The Nigerian Football Federation (NFF) has warned the media from spreading news that could disrupt the organization and the Super Eagles coach, Jose Pizarro. The NFF said this after reports emerged that the organization owes Pizarro outstanding wages. Pizarro took over as Nigeria's coach in May 2022, but the Portuguese tactician has not received his wages since his appointment. Pizarro will next be seen when the Super Eagles take on Costa Rica and Portugal in 2 international friendlies later this month. And to 2022 World Cup, FIFA has written to 2022 World Cup participating teams, urging them to focus on the football in Qatar and not the sport to be dragged into ideological or political battles. The letter from FIFA President Gianni Infantino and the governing body's Secretary General Fatima Samora follows a number of protests made by World Cup teams. The protests were on issues ranging from LGBTIQ rights to concerns over the treatment of migrant workers. However, FIFA, which is a sports world governing body, was unable to provide immediate comment when contacted by Reuters. The World Cup, the first held in the Middle East, starts on November 20. World Cup organizers have said that everyone, no matter their sexual orientation or background, is welcome, while also warning against public displays of affection. And finally, Germany forward Timo Werner, who has scored 9 goals in 17 appearances for club and country this season, will not be appearing in the World Cup in Qatar after suffering an ankle injury that will keep him out until 2023. The 26-year-old was withdrawn after 19 minutes of RB Leipzig's 4-0 Champions League win over Shakhtar Donetsk on Wednesday. The former